I'm Martin Anderson down in Studio B. Live sessions are brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and we've got a new to us act. They're called the Wandering Hearts. They've come in here this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Good morning.
Fresh in from London, or no?
We've done a little tour,
Yes.
so we've actually just come from Roanoke,
Yeah.
which was fun. We had a little show there last night, so yeah, it's been really good fun.
I saw on your Instagram, I think it was you were in New York City for a spell. So
Yes.
that's cool. So New York City to Roanoke.
We've
Compare
kind
and
of-
contrast.
Yes, very different.
Which
And
one's
everywhere in
which?
between.
Yes,
All right.
kind of.
Cool. Did you get to like walk around Roanoke and New York
We
and all?
did.
You get
Yes,
time
yeah,
to
we've
do
seen
that?
quite a lot on this trip, haven't we? Yeah.
And we drove through Vermont and New Hampshire
Oh, yeah.
and just some like beautiful places that you kind of only see in films
Ah.
if you're Brit. So we're like,
Yeah.
it's like we're famous. It was very cool.
Great. All
in
right.
our own movie.
Yeah.
Is this your first tour of the U.S.? First
No,
time to
it's
get to
not.
it? No.
We first started playing shows out here in 2018.
With Marty Stewart.
With Marty Stewart. He brought us out and we played some amazing shows with him at the Grand Ole Opry and the Ryman and Graceland. And then year on year, we've just kind of come back as much as we can. And yeah, we're just kind of picking up where we left off, like before the pandemic, obviously.
Okay.
Picking up from where we left off. So yeah.
And you've got a new album coming out called Mother. Is this your second album?
Third.
Third album. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys are like having like a meteoric rise already. You're on the Grand Ole Opry with Marty Stewart, and you're not exactly neighbors either. So you just come on over and taking over, huh? It's the British invasion again. Gosh,
sorry,
it's like
we won't.
Groundhog Day. Well, let's hear a tune from you all, the Wandering Hearts on WNCW.
She came down from the hills in the dead of night, silver jewelry flashing in the half moonlight, hair across her face, all that she could taste were her tears as they dried. There she found her love, he was gone for good, heaven out of reach, now she understood. In all the human race, no one could replace all the fears in her eyes. So I sang that song for her about America, the one we used to sing, dreaming we were there. And all the words were lost, they were lost on her. Even though she knew it would never last, she looked into the future and she saw the past. Green eyes of the child, similarly wild as the years passed her by. So I sang that song for her about America, the one we used to sing, dreaming we were there. And all the words were lost, they were lost on her. Lost on her, they were lost, they were lost. Lost on her, they were lost, they were lost. Lost on her. Following her footsteps to the place they'd met, carving out his name, never to forget. Now the child sings as memories begin to disappear from her mind. So I sang that song for her about America, the one we used to sing, dreaming we were there. And all the words were lost, they were lost on her. Lost on her, they were lost, they were lost.
the Wandering Hearts here live in Studio B this morning here on WNCW. You can catch a video of it on our Facebook page. We've got the Isothermal Community College video crew here. What's that song and who's it about?
This is it's about America, and we wrote it with our friend Emily Phillips, who shared this beautiful story. It was a personal family story to her, and I think so often songwriting sessions are a process of catharsis, or a process of talking through the stuff you're going through. And so we were it was inspired by this tale, but she gave us permission to kind of do what we wanted to do with it. So it became this generational love story, this story of kind of going through the ages, that at the heart of it really is about memory loss. And as somebody's kind of going through time, how do we try and bring them back to who they were, what makes them feel safe, what makes them feel comfortable? And so this song, which, it's a song, it's about a magical place, America. And this song of America that we would sing to kind of remind them of home, of safety, of love. And it's this song that kind of goes through the generations. That was the thought behind it.
Yeah, okay. That's Tara Wilcox talking about that one.
Yeah.
We're joined also by Chess Whiffen on the other vocals.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the left speaker or the right speaker for folks. Sean, which is it? Yes, number one. All right. And then we also have AJ Dean with guitar and singing as well.
Oh, yeah.
They are the Wandering Hearts. No gigs in our area currently, although you're playing in Nashville actually in a couple of days, Friday.
Yes,
right?
we are.
All right.
Yeah. And we're playing in Knoxville tomorrow.
You're kidding. All right.
And it is some kind of open audience thing, but I don't know if it's like an invite-only situation.
Oh, I bet you're playing WDVX's Blue Plate Special.
Okay.
That's another. If you're on a radio tour, like what brings you
Yes.
here today,
Yeah.
there's a fellow that connected us with you, Brad Paul. He books
Lovely
acts.
Brad.
He's a
Lovely
good
Brad.
guy.
Yes.
But introduces us to great acts, and he connects artists like y'all with other radio stations. And Knoxville has a WDVX downtown. with a,
We'll find it on our socials.
Yes.
That thing
Yeah.
that we're so good at.
Good.
And we'll put something on it, and then if you're around in Knoxville,
Yes.
yeah,
that'd be great.
yeah.
But otherwise, yes, Nashville.
Okay, and then you're playing 3rd and Lindsley, Nashville,
Yes.
and then back home to the UK, and also Ireland, right?
Yes, yeah. So we've got a tour in the UK and Ireland, March, April, and then we'll be back out here end of April, May,
Start of May, yeah.
Okay,
for some more shows. So hoping to kind of come back through this way.
I see.
It's the idea.
That'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
Are you all from London? I think you're based there, right?
Well, we all met in London,
Okay.
but we've especially since like the pandemic, we've kind of all moved. We've all moved outside a little bit now. London is London. The UK is a tiny place in comparison to the US, so we're really not that far apart, I suppose, in comparison. But we're all scattered a little bit across the UK now.
It's all about perspective, right? I mean, I've been it's been a little time there, and it's like London can feel very removed from like the rural north of England or Wales, I guess. You know?
For sure. Sometimes, I mean, it is kind of its own country as well. And as far as, I suppose, as we've traveled around, a lot of states feel like completely different countries
Oh,
sometimes. London can feel like its own entity in itself, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you play around little clubs. You've been doing big festivals too there.
We've done all sorts really
The whole
now.
gamut.
And that's why it's kind of nice to come out and play shows in the US, because there's something new, but like something different as well everywhere we've gone. And we've met so many lovely people along the way that it's been really, really cool to feel like it's like a new land of discovery for us, musically speaking as well.
I'm sure that's a common occurrence for folks that come
sure
explore
it
the
is,
area.
yeah.
Do you guys journal? Like write things down?
No,
or
but
do you
should you do a bit, don't you,
I
Chess?
did, yeah. I haven't for a while, but I did when we very first started as a band. I was writing everything down, but then I had a child, and everything goes out the window when you have a child, doesn't it? So
Sometimes literally.
yeah.
Oh, no.
They don't go out the
No,
window.
No,
yeah,
they
it's
stay
disclaimer.
Not
very
doing it right.
securely in the house. No, so yeah, I haven't done anything anything like that. For
We
a
tend
while.
to journal in songwriting, so we'll
Yeah.
kind of,
We kind of write notes as we go on our
Yeah.
phones, and like if there's like names of places that sound cool, or like roads or
Funny
towns,
things
that
or,
we've
said.
like
Yeah.
quotes that people have said. We kind of do it that way. I guess.
We also
Yeah.
use like our songwriting to sort of tell ourselves stories a lot of the time. And there's a lot of that in this new album, a lot of songs, a little bit like About America, that are self-reflective insofar as what is the song can mean to you and for us. Like I think especially like the next song we might play is an example of a song that we wrote that we needed to hear ourselves.
Yeah. Okay.